Hello there and welcome to my channel. If you're new, especially, you're very welcome. My name is Fiona and I have 3 children, a girl and 2 boys, and I upload videos about yoga, pregnancy, birth, breastfeeding and parenting. If you've been following me for a while, I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded any videos in like ages because I've been so flat out lone parenting because my husband was away with work. I had to come up with survival techniques to keep me sane during those 3 months when I was alone parenting, and I figured I'm going to share it because maybe these will help others as well. So I came up with 7 different survival strategies that have helped me. But before I get started, I'd just like to say, please, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up too. So my survival technique number 1 is what I call the 3 C's. That is coffee, concealer and chocolate. And maybe not necessarily in that order, but it is what got me through most days. Like coffee in the morning, it just really helped, especially when you have a teething toddler and I co-sleep and breastfeed, and they're things that I would not change for the world, but it can just leave you wrecked. I mean, I think a teething toddler can leave anybody wrecked, and that's really normal. But yeah, when you're nighttime parenting on your own, then that it just makes it harder. So yeah, coffee in the morning and then concealer to make me look halfway presentable, and then every night just a little treat of some chocolate, just because I deserve it, and no guilt, zero guilt, because that just doesn't help anyone. Survival tip number 2 was 2-pot dinners. So basically I would just make a big dinner and have it for 2 days in a row, and it was just so handy. Like I'm talking about spaghetti bolognese, maybe in the slow cooker, or veggie curry, or something that everyone eats. And like that's all I cook anymore. I don't cook separately for different people in the family because it's just too much hassle. So I have about 10 to 12 dishes that everyone in the family eats, and I just rotate. But while my husband was away, I would do a big dinner that would last for 2 days in a row. The second day was just so lovely knowing, okay, dinner is made, I don't have to worry about it, and that really helped me. Number 3, accept help. So this could be from family or friends or neighbors. Maybe they'll offer help, maybe you have to ask for it, but it's okay. I think it's something that's really hard actually for Irish people to accept, or even to ask for help, but usually people are more than happy to help. And if it's something that's like, it's not too much bother for them anyway, like maybe get a few groceries for you, or put out your bin, or collect a child from something, like small things, and they can really help. And yeah, so I think it's really important to accept that help, and people are usually happy to do so. Number 4 is to plan, and especially for weekends. I actually found the weekends the hardest part of lone parenting because it's the time where usually, we would do family things together, all 5 of us as a family. And then, so what I did that really helped was I went away a couple of times with the kids to visit family and to visit friends, and it was just brilliant. It was like a bit of a mini break for us. And the kids, if there's other kids, they're just entertained and they can play. And yeah, it just kind of breaks up the being home, being the only parent, being the only adult, should I say, with the children. Number 5 is to pace yourself. I found this a really handy tool when I was a parent of really small, like a newborn to kind of, up until 6 months even, or a year. I heard it at a breastfeeding group when my baby was really small, and it's just to pace yourself. It is so useful for parenting in general, but especially when lone parenting, because you can overdo it. You can fill your week up with too many activities to try and stay busy, and then you're just exhausted and you don't have time to do anything at home. So usually what I do is have a day that's like full of activities. You go to the forest, or you have like extracurricular activities with the kids, and then the next day you stay home and you prepare meals or you do laundry, but you keep the house kind of running. And that really has helped me, and it's kind of something that I would revert to if I find things are, I'm not keeping on top of things in general. Then I would reverse to this paced kind of parenting where I do one day busy, one day quiet, one day busy, one day quiet, and it really helps. Number 6, and I think this is actually the most important tool that I used while lone parenting, and that is to have an attitude of gratitude. So just being grateful for simple, small, like regular things in the day. And sometimes it can really help. I found it to really help my mental attitude as well, because you might start thinking, oh, I start feeling sorry for yourself, or just feeling down or whatever. And I think that being grateful for little things that you have, like our home or our health, or you can just pick up little things. It doesn't have to be much, and that really helps to change your mental attitude and to put you in a better place, make you more positive. Like, I'm usually a really positive person anyway, but I found that during any time that's challenging, trying to find the good in your life, something positive, even if it's one thing, then that can just really change everything and just give you a shift in your mental state. And that helped me so much during the time that I was parenting on my own. I mean, so much. Finally, number 7 is to stay healthy. I find that when anybody's sick, myself or the children, it just makes everything harder. And if you're parenting on your own, it's just so tough, because if you're sick, then you can't do anything. If the kid's sick, that it just has such an effect on everything. You don't have someone else to count on who can just take over if it just all gets too much. So to stay healthy, what I did was, well, I'm usually fairly picky about what we eat, and I just continued with that, to make sure we're eating healthily and well-rounded and getting plenty of fresh air as well. But also we would take a spoonful of elderberry syrup every day. Sometimes I would get like a multivitamin tonic, like Floridix or something like that, and maybe take it for a week or 2 weeks. Now I'm talking about giving it to the kids, really, just to kind of give a boost to the system. And that helped. For my part, there was 3 months when I was parenting solo. The first 2.5 months, we were so healthy. I had no issues. I was so lucky. And I remember thinking that was part of my gratitude, our health. The last week, I got sick and the 3 kids got sick. And that was really, really hard. But I was like, okay, it's the last week. I don't care. I mean, we can stay in bed. We can watch movies, whatever. It's towards the end. But it just makes everything harder. So just keeping the health in focus, I think, is really important. So there you have my 7 tips for surviving lone parenting. I hope you have enjoyed them, or you might take something from them. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening, for watching, and for giving me your time, and take care.